Going on, YouTube? I'm in Nebraska on my way back to Colorado. Um, I know the other day I came to y'all and I was stuck in Colorado for 2 days because of that blizzard. So when that was going on, I called my dispatcher and I told my dispatcher that whenever I got that off to just run me. I wasn't gonna go home because I wouldn't have made as much money. So my dispatcher, he's a really good dude. We get along pretty well, So he hooked me up. So I dropped that load off. I dropped that load off Friday morning, and I bounced to Phillipsburg, picked up shingles. Once I picked up that load of shingles, my dispatcher called me and he said, "All right, you gonna?" Well, he called me before I picked it up. He said, "Pick up the load of shingles, grab it, head to Fort Dodge. Once you get to Fort Dodge, drop the trailer, and pick up you another Denver load that's going back to the place that you just dropped off at." Too easy. So that's what I did. That's what I have now. I'm in Nebraska. I'm actually on my way back to Colorado right now. But with that being said, this wouldn't have been as possible if I wouldn't have been sitting for those 2 days and gotten a whole 34-hour reset while I was sitting there. So I got a whole reset, and my clock reached. I had a full 70 hours to run on for sitting for those 2 days. So with that being said, I was smart about it, and I went ahead and stayed out. Now, I'm pretty sure I'll be home Friday morning, Friday afternoon sometime. But that's how I did it. Now, usually when you stay out on the weekend, at some point, you're going to want to get a 34. And if you don't, you're going to have to run recap. And hopefully you ran good the week before, because running recap ain't too fun. Now, if you know how to manage it and everything will be all right. But if not, then you're done. There's only so much you can do if you ran like crap. So, yeah, that's how I did everything. And, people ask me all the time, well, y'all know everybody calls me Darius. That's not my name. My name is Xavion. But everybody's like, okay, well, Darius, then how do you successfully stay out on the weekend? Well, what you do is you bust your butt on Friday. That's what you do. You bust your butt on Friday. If you know you're going to stay out the weekend, your best bet is to get that load off as early as possible. Your Thursday load, the load that you pick up on Thursday, your best bet is to get it off as early as possible on Friday. Try to be at your customer Thursday night, but if not, bust your butt. Don't stop as much. Get your fuel Thursday so you ain't got to stop and get fuel. Do it that way. So then, when you get your load that you're going to run the weekend with, Friday, you bust your balls. That's what you do. You just run. Run as hard as you can on Friday to get as far as you can and to cover as many tracks as possible. Now, certain loads is just going to be undoable. You just not going to be able to get a 34-hour in. But with a lot of loads, you will. So say you pick up a load and you got a 12-hour drive from the shipper to the receiver. Okay, and you got 4 hours left on your clock Friday. What you do is you run. You run that whole 4 hours out of your clock to your best of your ability. Get you a parking spot somewhere, shut down, take a 34-hour reset. Boom. Sunday, you get up when you can, and you get back on the road for that other, 8 hours? Boom. You good right there. Get to your customer. Hopefully your customer has parking. Boom, you're good. You're there Monday morning. Ready to unload, ready to start the next week. But it doesn't always work like that. So you just got to kind of go about it as you can. Sometimes on Friday you can't get that load off early enough, and then once you pick up your next load, you only got 2 hours. And if you got a 12-hour drive, that ain't gonna be no fun right there. Because then you really can't get a 34 in. But if you run the weekend, you need to be at your customer Monday morning. Period. Here at Kime, since we get home most weekends, you want to be at your customer at 7 o'clock in the morning or whenever they start receiving, but they don't trip as long as you're there before noon and you can get a reload. They really like to look out for the driver in that case. And that's just what it is. They like to look out for the driver in that case. But, I haven't ran very many weekends, like I tell y'all all the time. In an 8-month time frame, I made it home every weekend besides one, and that was the weekend that I was in Lafayette, Louisiana, and that was the weekend that I got hit. That was the only weekend that I've never made it home. I could have made it home this weekend, but I just decided to run. I wanted my money. So with that being said, you kind of got to make those decisions as the driver. I have a buddy. He don't got a CB, so I can't tell you his CB handle. But his truck number is 1939. And if you're ever with both of us, you'll probably get confused on our names, even though his name does not start with a Z. They just both sound alike. But this dude is real close to my truck. But anyways, he runs weekends all the time. So I'm pretty sure he's ran it while running recap and without running recap. So if you want to know more about running weekends, I could let you talk to him. We actually should have a video coming up soon whenever we get together and we're at the same place. They don't like to run us to the same place because once we get together, man, it's always a good time. We're always laughing and stuff. Yeah, guys, I just wanted to talk to y'all. I know a lot of people are thinking, well, man, like, why are you going back to Denver and it was just a blizzard there? Well, I knew about that before I headed to Denver. It just caught me. The plan wasn't to let it catch me, but it did catch me. Their predictions were off and it hit a little earlier than it was supposed to. But, oh well. I'm out here now. It's Sunday. I got another Denver load. I'll be there in about 5.5 hours. Like I said, I ran normal because I didn't have to take a 34. So I got all my hours back on Thursday night. So with that being said, guys, keep your comments coming. I like the comments. I'll respond to them as soon as I see them. And I still got a promotion going on. So if you come over here and you watch my videos, and before you put your application in, put my name down as a reference, I'm giving you half the money. It's going till the end of March. I might extend it through April. We'll see. But that's free money for you, and all you're doing is watching my videos. I'm paying you to watch my videos. So hey, I'd take up on it while you can. It ain't gonna last long. So be one of the guys that puts me down as a reference and gets part of the money. So with that being said, it's been 11 minutes. Y'all keep y'all wheels spinning and the beavers grinning, and we'll holler at you later.